No, last week. Right. Right. Oh. Right. Well, good morning, everybody. Oh, all the bits off my feet. And welcome. Welcome. Sometimes it's quite nice to sit on a block or sit on a block, but sit right to the very front of it. So you're almost right on the edge, and it just helps you bring your knees down a little bit more. Bit of cramp. You can always sit like this, or if it's easier, sometimes I'll sit with my blocks and I'll sit in hero's pose. So it depends however you feel a little bit more comfortable. Sometimes in hero's pose, or when you're sat in Halasana, which is our cross-legged pose, you just elongate through the spine. So we're going to start off with some pranayama. So take a stance that is nice and comfortable for you. And we will begin. I've just lost my phone now. There it is. So to close the eyes or just soften the gaze. And just allow yourself just to simply be for a moment. So just sit nice and comfortably, reaching up through the crown of the head, stretching through the spine, nice and tall. You might even want to roll the shoulders up and then squeeze the shoulder blades together as you settle the shoulders down. And then just take a nice big deep inhalation through the nose and then out through the nose. And just take these few moments to simply be. And just notice anything you're feeling or experiencing this morning, any thoughts, feelings, emotions, and just allow them to hover for a moment. And now starting to deepen the breath, inhaling, exhaling. As you inhale, just take your breath into the abdomen. You may even wish to place your hand on your stomach and just feel that inflation. Place your hand on your chest and just feel that breath rising all the way up, filling your heart space, and then exhale back down and gently feel that fall of the stomach. Inhale. Just feel that breath expanding into the abdomen all the way up through to the rib cage. Exhale away. So as you do this, as you gently breathe, expand, deepen the breath, you're lowering the blood pressure, lowering your heart rate, and just entering into your parasympathetic nervous system. It's your rest and digest state, your relaxation. So just allow the breath to come in and out. And by focusing on the breath, just all of those thoughts, feelings, emotions, just allow them to drift away. Keep deepening the breath. Inhale into the abdomen, up and through to the chest, right the way through to the shoulders. Exhale away. You want to use your Ujjayi breath. Inhale. On the exhalation, just narrowing the back of the throat, making that sound like a snore, back of the throat. Inhale. Exhale. This is your prana, your energy. It's coming in through the breath. Just flooding your body with lots of lovely fresh oxygen, preparing yourself for your practice. Inhale. And let's take 2 more lovely long deep breaths all the way up. Inhale. Exhale away. Reaching through the spine, relax the jaw. Final breath all the way up. Exhale. And then roll the shoulders up towards the ears. And then exhale and squeeze the shoulder blades down. Inhale, roll up. Exhale and down. And then the other way. So inhale, roll the shoulders, squeeze them up. Exhale them forwards and down. And again, inhale. Exhale. And then just taking the right ear to the right shoulder. Inhale. As you exhale, lower the chin to the chest and take a half circle all the way around to the other side, relaxing the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, forwards and down. And then taking the head back into the center. You are sat on a block, remove your block. And let's have a nice little stretch. Really. So, inhale, reaching the arms up. As you exhale, taking the hands and clasp them behind you. Inhale, reach, lift through the chin, stretch the hands away from you. And then exhale, taking the arms out, give yourself a nice big hug. Really wrap into your hug and lower the chin. Exhale. And then inhale, reaching up. And then taking your hands to heart center. Inhale, bending forward slightly. And then taking a nice twist. So just taking opposite hand to opposite knee. And then pressing that right hand into the mat, reaching up nice and tall. Inhale and exhale over the shoulder. Inhale back up to center. And then exhale and twist the other side. Just taking the left hand and pressing that into the mat, raising up through the spine. Inhale and exhale over the shoulder. And then inhale back to center. And then breathe the knees in and stretch the legs out in front of you. Inhale to lift. Now you may want to use your strap here. We're going to go into Dandasana. So take a bend onto the knees. Or you may wish to take your fingers around your peace fingers around the toes or a block around the sole of the feet. Inhale to lift. As you exhale, just take a nice stretch. So you're just waking up the backs of the legs. Relax through the shoulders. Just keep it nice and soft in the arms. Inhale. As you exhale, maybe even stretching the knees a little straighter. Take a nice little roll forward. Inhale. Release a little bit from the stretch. As you exhale, take it further down. Keep relaxing the jaw and the shoulders. Inhale and release to exhale. And then you're going to take it a nice cross-legged, but this time the other way. It's always a bit odd. And then just repeat that same action again, so just loosening up through the other side of the hip. So inhale, raising up. As you exhale, clasping the hands behind you. Inhale to reach. Ooh, stretching up, opening the throat. Stretching back through the arms. Inhale, opening the arms. And this time, wrap your arms in the opposite direction. Really hugging into, feeling your shoulder blades. Inhale, lift. Exhale to fold. Just taking that chin down. Lovely. Inhale, raising up. As you exhale, put the hands to heart center. Gently brush the floor, just taking a slight bend here. Inhale, and then take your right hand over to the knee. Press the left hand, reach. Inhale. As you exhale, take that twist. Let them feel that you can twist a little bit more. Inhale to raise back up. Exhale, hands onto the knee. Press into the mat with that right hand. And as you exhale, just taking that twist. See, there's a little bit more of a twist here. Inhale. As you exhale, coming forward. And then bring the knees in. Stretch the right leg in front of you and wrap the left leg. Squeeze the right toes back. We'll have a nice little twist here. So inhale to lift, taking out that right arm and then hugging onto that left knee. Taking the left hand behind you. Inhale to lift, squeeze, keep squeezing the lower toes, and then exhale to twist. And then inhale, inflate the abdomen. As you exhale, pull that belly button to the spine. You can just feel working internally as well. So inhale, exhale. Inhale and release as you exhale, sending away the other leg and then wrapping that right leg over. Inhale to lift, reaching out through the arm and then giving that top leg a nice big hug. Reaching behind you and again, inhale to lift, exhale to twist. Inhale, inflate the abdomen, chest, and then exhale, gently pulling in that Uddiyana Bandha, your belly button to spine. Inhale and exhale. Ooh, and relax. Okay, we're going to come over onto tabletop, so either holding on and rolling over or taking it round. So whatever you find more comfortable. So spreading the fingers, you're on all fours, making sure your knees are underneath the hips. I'll come over this way. We're going to take a nice tabletop. So as you inhale, pressing into the hands, reaching the lower back. So inhale, open the heart space. As you exhale, start rolling through the spine, tucking the chin, pushing into the heels of the hands. Inhale, take that motion again, opening up the chest. Lovely. Exhale, roll through. Wonderful. Just bring your hands a little bit further back and underneath. That's it. And then your knees under your hips. Take another cat-cow here. So rolling up, really pressing into the hands, lifting to the hips. Exhale, pulling in the belly button to spine as well as you exhale through. And then take a nice relaxed spine, a neutral spine. And we'll take puppy dog. So leaving the knees exactly where they are. Walk the hands forward. And just start to sink the chest down. That heart space down. It's called melting heart or puppy dog. So either take the chin or the forehead. If you want a deeper stretch, come up onto the fingers. And you can reach down a bit further. It's a lovely shoulder stretch. Chest opener. Inhale. Exhale away. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring the hands down if they're lifted, and then just walk the hands back in. Just have a little wiggle through the hips. Take the right hand underneath the nose, or do thread the needle, nice shoulder stretch, and stretch up with that left arm. Ooh, that's not going very far this morning. Inhale and lift. As you exhale, just threading the hands behind the wrist, and take your shoulder and the side of your face all the way down to your mat, reaching out through this left hand and then reaching up the mat with the right hand. And just feel that stretch through the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Keep walking the right fingers up the mat, really working through that stretch. Inhale. As you exhale, slide that right hand back down, press into the mat, open back out with that left arm, and then breathe all the way down and take that left hand underneath the nose. Inhale, reach up to the other side, squeezing over, opening, and then as you exhale, thread your needle, taking it through, reaching out as far as you can, placing the back of the hand onto the mat and taking your head onto, that's it, the side of the face goes all the way down, reaching up the mat with your left hand stretching and reaching, and your right hand reaching out to the side. The back of the right hand is onto the mat, and the palm of the left hand is the top of the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And as you exhale, slide that hand all the way down the mat, press back into the mat and open out with that right arm. And gently let it float down. Reposition your hands and have a nice little wiggle. And we're going to take it into the first downward facing dog of the practice. So tuck the toes, inhale, press the hands. So I want to walk the hands a little bit further forward, spread the fingers. As you exhale, lift through the hips and reach the heels back. So if I go from the side, if you're looking at your hands, you're onto the balls of the feet, inhale, and as you exhale, rock back, really pressing chest towards the thighs, reaching the heels down, but then lifting through the hips as well. Inhale, exhale, wonderful. Set your hands a little bit further back, then press, just take it that, reach the heels away. And take your gaze towards your knees. Inhale. You can even come onto the tiptoes as you exhale, roll through the feet, stretch, reach the heels away, but then lift the hips. You think lift the hips here, press back, reach all the way through and then lift the hips. That's lovely, that looks really lovely, Jenna. Inhale, exhale, and then look between the hands and walk the feet towards the hands. And we'll come into a lovely forward fold. Have a bend on the knees, if that feels good. Just taking the chest towards the thighs. Let's take a ragdoll. So opposite hands, opposite elbows. And that space you've created, just allow your head to come through. Take a nice little rock, side to side, little sway. Inhale. And then exhale, release the hands, open up the arms and reach all the way up, coming up to Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a nice little rock. And let's have a little flow now. So we're going to very much work through the spine this morning. Really lots of forward folds going back as well. So just listen to your body. Yoga's all very personal. It's your personal practice. So just listen to your body and see how you feel. Inhale. As you exhale, keep the hands in your prayer and just come all the way down your midline. Inhale. Take your hands to the shins, looking forward, nice flat back. Reaching the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, forward fold. Step back all the way down the mat with the right leg. So I want to take a little rock even here. Sink that back knee. It's quite far back. You come into a nice runner's lunge. Open the chest. Inhale. Lovely. And as you exhale, tuck the back toe and step it back in into your forward fold. Inhale. Exhale, fold a bit deeper. And then step all the way back down the mat with your left foot this time. So quite far, then take a nice little rock. Drop the back knee, making sure that front ankle's underneath the knee. Untuck the toes, open the chest. Make sure that knee stays over the ankle. Inhale. And then exhale, tuck that toe back in. Lovely. And then open up the arms again, reaching all the way up. Exhale away. Roll the shoulders. Let's go for that again, building each time. So inhale. Exhale, taking it through the midline. Inhale, half forward fold, so either hands to shins or fingertips to the mat. Exhale, taking the head down. And then inhale, step back into that lunge again with your right leg. Lower the back knee. You might want to take a block here, placing that block on the inside of your front foot to see how your alignment feels. So pressing into that block with your right hand, inhale and twist up here towards. That's lovely. Keep squeezing if you're aligning the shoulders. Inhale. As you exhale, float that left arm down, place it onto the block or on the inside of the foot, and then inhale and exhale that right arm away. Use your shoulder. So press your shoulder into, press your knee rather into your shoulder, your upper arm, and then press your upper arm into your knee. Get that resistance. Inhale. Exhale, float down. And then tuck the back toe and step this front foot all the way back and take it into plank. Drop the knees and then float down with the chin in the chest all the way down. Roll the shoulders back, spread the fingers. Inhale, lift. Come into cobra. Hasn't got to be too high. You can even be able to take your hands away. Really activating the lower back muscles. Inhale. As you exhale, push back down, reach all the way back onto the knees. Tuck the toes and then reach the hips away as you exhale back into your downward facing dog. And again, feel that movement through the spine, through the feet. So you might want to go onto your tiptoes. And as you exhale, reach the chest through towards the thighs. Sink the heels, but lift the hips. Spread the fingers, look towards the knees. Inhale. Exhale. And this time, pick up your right foot and step your right foot all the way in between the hands. I'm going to help it. And then sink that back knee to come into your lunge. Untuck the toes, open the chest. Again, you may wish to use your block. Pressing into the block with your left hand. Inhale and exhale that right arm away. Try to keep that knee nice and steady so it's not splaying out. Inhale. As you exhale, taking that right arm down, replacing it onto the block or on the inside of the foot. Exhale, that left arm away. And again, press into the knee with the shoulder, and then the knee press into the shoulder as well. So a bit of a reaction going on, have that resistance. Squeezing that top arm, opening the chest. Inhale. Exhale, float down. And then taking the hands either side, tuck the back toes, step the back foot in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, open the arms, reach all the way up. Exhale away. Lovely. Roll the shoulders. And let's take that one more time. So inhale, reaching up, open the chest. As you exhale, folding through your midline. Inhale, reaching either hands or fingertips to the mat or your hands to your shins. Nice flat back. Exhale all the way down. And then step back into your plank. Just making sure you've got your wrists under your shoulders, pushing back through. And either drop the knees or you can take your chaturanga. So your chaturanga, keep hovering. And you can dig the elbows in as you lower down. Exhale. And then you can either take it all the way down to the mat, roll the shoulders, lift through cobra. Or take the hands back a little bit and lift the thighs for your upward facing dog. As you exhale, everyone comes down to the mat. Let's take a nice lotus position. So reaching the hands back, it's a good one for the lower back muscles. So as we inhale, we lift everything. So you're lifting thighs, feet, ankles, shoulders, chest. Almost like someone's pulling you back, reaching back here. Inhale, exhale, and lower. Ah, lovely. Let's take that one more time. Inhale and lift. Oh, really feel that working through the back, lifting through the legs, the buttocks, shoulders. Inhale and exhale away. Press the hands into the mat. And let's just take a child's pose briefly. So wide knees, reach the hands forwards and just sink the hips towards the heels. Reach the hands all the way up the mat. Sink the heart down to the mat and the forehead. And then if you feel that you need to have a rest at any time today, always come to your Halasana. This is your child's pose. It's a lovely inversion. Your head is lower than the heart. Wonderful for your circulation. Lowers the blood pressure, lowers the heart rate, and you can just relax. So inhale. And as you exhale, bring the knees together. Come back up into your tabletop. Tuck the toes, work the hands back towards the feet and take a nice forward fold. Inhale, exhale, fold a little bit deeper. And then as you come up, open the arms, reaching all the way up to Urdhva Hastasana rather, and exhale the hands down. Step to the front of the mat. Reach the hands behind you, clasp the hands, inhale and lift. As you exhale, keep the hands exactly as they are, taking that forward fold, lift the arms away from the spine, opening through the shoulders. Inhale, exhale. And then inhale, release the hands, stroke the floor, bend the knees and take it up to Utkatasana, so our chair pose. So from the side, it's literally like you're sitting on a chair. So allow yourself to come down, tuck the tailbone ever so slightly, engage the core, roll back the shoulders, looking up towards the hands, inhale. As you exhale, sink a bit deeper. Bring the hands into heart space, and let's have a twist. So taking your right elbow over your left knee, press into the hands, inhale. As you exhale, draw that top shoulder around. Lovely. Open the chest, inhale. Exhale back into heart center, inhale, and take it on the other side. So wrapping that arm around, pressing your palms together, inhale. Lift and just keep opening and drawing that top shoulder, pressing into the hands. Keeping the knees level, inhale. And then take it back into the heart center, into your fold, pressing down. And then step all the way down the back of the mat with that right leg. You can either drop the back knee. We're going to come up to high lunge. So either drop the back knee and work your way up into your high lunge, or you feel nice and strong this morning, go straight up into your high lunge. Reach back into this heel. Inhale, lift. Lovely. Exhale, hands behind. Clasp the hands, reaching up here. Exhale away. Pressing into that heel. Lovely. Opening the chest. And then spin that back heel down and just check your alignment. So your front heel is in line with your back arch. And then turn the chest so it's facing the side wall. Inhale to lift. As you exhale, release the hands and look down your front fingernails. Inhale. Exhale, bend a little bit deeper. Oh, that looks lovely. Looks really good. Keep that knee nice and steady. Keep pressing the knee out towards the little toe, reaching that backhand away. And let's have a little flow here. So inhale, reach up, stretch the front leg. Exhale, back into warrior two. Inhale. Exhale. Keep opening through the chest. Inhale one more time. Exhale. Let's take a reverse warrior. Drop the right hand, reach up through the arm. Exhale the way back. Ah, lovely. Opening up the chest. Inhale. As you exhale, breathe it back into your warrior two. Clasp the hands again behind you. Reach away. Inhale. As you exhale, draw the shoulder that's coming inside of the front knee. Bow your head. Reach up through the arms into a humble warrior. So keep pressing down with the hips, pressing that front knee. Lovely. Lifting those arms away, opening through the shoulders. Inhale. And exhale. And then bring yourself back up briefly. And then we're going to step into the front of the mat. Ah, lovely. So what I'd like to do is go into warrior three, okay? So does everybody want me to turn the heat off? I'm a bit warm. It gets to a point, doesn't it? You're like, oh, do you know what? So we're going to step back. There we go. We've built up the heat now. Take a moment into Halasana. Yeah, grab a drink. So we're here. So stepping back down the mat into your high lunge again. And we're going to do our warrior three. Now this is a standing balance. Okay. So right leg. Yeah, same leg back. So what we'll do, we'll do airplane arms first. So reaching forward. Exhale. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, taking the chest down towards the thigh. Inhale. And this time, as you exhale, reach forward, lift the back leg. You can take it to whichever height you want. You can either bend on the front knee, or you can stretch the knee, bend a little bit further. So taking the chest down. You can either clasp the hands behind you, opening up through the shoulders and the chest. Keep the hips level. Take the hands on the hips if that feels good, or just by the side, or a bit more of a challenge, reach the arms forward. Just changes that center of gravity. If you want to hold on to something, hold on to a windowsill, the wall, the table. That's it. So you're just working through. You're still strengthening through the ankles, strengthening through the hips, reaching forward, taking your gaze down. So your neck is a nice extension of the spine. Wonderful. And then inhale. And as you exhale, breathing that leg in and just walking through the feet. Excellent. And let's work through the other side. So inhale. As you exhale, reaching the hands behind you. Clasp the hands. Inhale, lift. Exhale to fold. Keeping the hands clasped, but draw them away, up and over, away from you. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. As you exhale, release the hands down to the mat, stroke the mat and come up into your chair pose. So sinking down to the hips. Just check you can see your toenails peeking out from over your knees. Tuck the tailbones, so just drawing it in ever so slightly, engaging your core. Inhale. Lovely. And then as you exhale, taking it down to the mat. And then stepping down the mat with your left leg this time, so all the way down. Dropping the knee, or you can work up all the way. So you can either work up into your high lunge, or you can press all the way up to high lunge. Inhale to lift. Exhale, sink to the knee, reach with that back heel. Try and straighten that back leg as much as possible. Reaching up and extending. Lovely. Inhale. Exhale, take the hands behind you, clasp the hands, reaching away from you. And then spin on that back heel. Again, just checking that the front arch is in line with the front heel is in line with the back arch. That would be a bit of a weird one. So inhale to lift. Drawing the chest round to the side, so you're making it parallel to that wall. Lovely. And then look over that front shoulder, release the hand and bringing it up. Inhale. Exhale down into your warrior two. So looking down your front fingernails, reaching the back arm just as high and opening up the shoulders. Let's have your flow. So inhale, stretch the front knee straight. Exhale away. Inhale. Use that Ujjayi breath, narrow the back of the throat on the exhalation. One more. And exhale. And then definitely drop the back hand, reach up through the right hand side, exhale back. For your warrior, your reverse warrior or sun warrior, open up the top shoulder, look up towards that hand, wrist or elbow. Inhale. As you exhale, briefly take it back into your warrior. Clasp the hands, inhale to lift. Exhale, drawing down. You're taking the shoulder to the inside of the knee, bowing the head. Quite a nice stretch, the back of the neck as well. And then inhale and exhale the hands up and away. Really good for opening the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, release the hands. Breathe yourself back up into your warrior. And then we're going to step into the front of the mat. Take a nice step. Ooh. So working through. Roll the shoulders. Come to Halasana, or mountain pose. Take a rock. I'm going to step with the same leg back. So pushing back into your lunge, your high lunge. So reaching through that heel. Lift the heel, pressing in. Reach the arms up. Inhale, lift. Exhale for airplane arms. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale to lift one more time. And at this time as you exhale, reaching back and then lift to that back leg. So just taking it to a point where you feel comfortable. This is your practice. It might feel completely different on one side compared to the other. Keep the hips level. Lift through the legs. You can really feel the buttocks working. And then take your hands. They can either go clasped behind the back, which opens up the shoulders. Reach to the side or reach forward. You see what feels good for you this morning. We're different on different days as well. It's amazing how different you can feel one morning to the next. Inhale. Keep reaching. Excellent. And when you feel ready, just bring your hands in. If you're quite happy, stay a little longer. Work through those legs a little more. You can feel it. Excellent. Well done. It's a strong one. So have a little rock forwards and back. And then inhale. And let's have a nice flow down. So exhale, open up the arms all the way down. Half your Uttanasana, so taking your hands to shins, all fingertips to the mat for a deeper stretch. Exhale down. And then step or walk back into your plank. Drop the knees if you wish to, or keep the plank and lower down. So inhale, exhale, slowly taking the shoulders down, digging the elbows into the rib cage. Inhale through to up dog, or keep the thighs down for your cobra. And then roll over the toes or take it back onto the knees, over the toes and back, or back onto the knees, tuck the toes. Inhale, exhale, up to a downward facing dog. Just take 2 lovely long deep breaths here. So reaching the heels back, having the heels about hip width apart, pressing through, pressing the chest through to the spine, to the thighs rather. Lovely. And hands back a little bit more. That's it. That's it. And then reach the chest through. That's it. Lovely. Excellent. Lift the hips. So just feel that lift through the hips. Lift through the hips there. Excellent. Inhale. And then bring the knees down to the mat. Come into your tabletop. And then sitting up on the knees. We'll take camel pose. Now, camel pose is quite a strong pose. Did this last night. So take this to a level that you want to. You can either just hold onto the lower back, inhale and lift. You can tuck the toes if that's more comfortable. I find it more comfortable just because of my leg and arm ratio. I'm quite small, so I am small. So it's quite nice to just lean back here and open the chest or untuck the toes and lean back. So see how you feel. Inhale, exhale. So that is version 1. That might be enough for you today. If you do want to take your camel into your full pose, inhale, reach up through one arm, hold the heel. And again, you can take the foot flat onto the floor. Inhale, open up here. And then as you push back, the insides of the elbows are rotating out, opening the chest. Inhale, exhale. And then as you come out, breathing up, and then taking the knees together all the way down, dropping the head, take the hands back. You might want to hold onto your feet and just have a nice narrow Halasana, so a nice narrow child's pose. Tuck the chin, and you're stretching and rounding through that lower back. Just a counter pose to your camel. Lovely. Inhale. And as you exhale, breathe yourself back up. And then just go onto the one hip and swing your legs around. Lovely. Let's just take a nice twist while we're here, and then we'll work it into Navasana. So tucking, I love doing this one, but this really all goes wrong, doesn't it? My right and left. So tucking this right leg underneath you, so your heel is pretty much into your buttocks. And then taking and wrapping that left leg over the top. Hugging onto your knees, lifting through your spine. Reaching out for your right arm, and you can either hug onto that knee, so you're bending that arm all the way down your thigh, or you can hook the opposite side of the elbow. Lift, take your left hand behind you. Inhale, lift, exhale to twist. So it's similar to what we did at the beginning, just wrapping the leg in and around instead of leaving it straight. Inhale. Wonderful for working internally as well, into your digestive system, which I like to do in the morning, don't I? So definitely good for your morning practice. Inhale. And as you exhale, just releasing from this twist. And then unraveling the leg, tucking his left leg underneath you. And again, that's the heel to your buttocks, hooking over that right leg, really firmly planting that heel into the mat. Inhale to lift through the spine, reach out through your left arm and either hug on here or tucking round. Reach through, inhale to lift, exhale to twist, pressing into that palm. Inhale. And then as you exhale, release. Wonderful. And then unraveling. Okay then, so taking Navasana, your boat pose. So just having a nice little rock side to side. Strap is really good. I know like you like to use the strap, so do use the strap if you wish to. You're taking the strap around the sole of the feet, wrapping the strap around the hands. And when you feel ready, roll the shoulders back, reaching up and opening that heart space. Open to the chest. And then just taking the legs up. If you collapse through the back though, that's when it all goes a bit wrong. So reaching forward, pulling in the belly button to spine, to making you really strong. This might feel enough here for you. So stay here if this is enough. Or inhale. As you exhale, reaching the hands up. And again, reaching through. Inhale. And then what we can do is exhale down. Inhale up. Lovely. And then bend and reach up again. And exhale all the way down. Okay, so that was version 1. Continue with that one if that feels good for you. Or you can take away the strap, hold onto the back of the legs. Reach the chest through again. And then just taking the shins up parallel with the sky. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands. And again, this might be enough. It might be enough here. It might be enough here for you. Or inhale. exhale and reach away. So pulling in, navel to spine, reaching the chest forward. Ooh. Inhale, exhale. And again, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Lovely. Inhale and exhale. Wonderful. Just hugging onto the knees. Move yourself a little bit further down the mat. And we'll come into bridge pose. So just hugging in. A bit of a stretch the back of the neck, top of the spine. Relax the shoulders. Inhale. As you exhale, just unraveling yourself all the way down your mat. And just come to a nice supine position. So, having your feet flat onto the mat, tickle the heels with your hands, so your fingers, that's how close the heels need to be. Press your palms, spread your fingers, and as we inhale, we're going to lift through the hips. Lift, lift, lift. Inhale and exhale. And then once you're there, start walking the shoulder blades together and the shoulders, clasp the hands underneath you. Inhale, lift again. And imagine you're squeezing your block, one of your blocks between your knees to activate your thighs. Inhale, lift. Stretch the hands down the mat. Inhale. Keep lifting, lifting, lifting. Squeeze to the hips, squeeze the thighs. And then release the hands. And then breathe yourself one vertebrae at a time all the way down. Lovely. And let's try that one again. So inhale and lift. Reaching through the hips, lifting. Ideally, your thighs should disappear as you look down. Just your thighs should disappear. Lovely. This is your lovely bridge pose. So clasp the hands underneath you. Reach the hands away. Keep lifting, lifting. Inhale. And as you exhale, release the hands. Spread the fingers onto the mat and lower yourself down. Lovely. And then just take some nice windscreen wiper knees while we're here. Lovely. Inhale and exhale over. So spreading the feet wide and just allowing the knees. Okay, so you're going to come up into shoulder stand and take it back over for Halasana. So come towards the front of the mat, just in case you think you might go all the way over into our plow pose. So shoulder stand, you can either have our candle pose, which is just lovely for the morning. This is nice for the evenings as well, and on your feet all day. So just taking the legs up, you can even sit on one of your blocks. Have your block positioned underneath your hips, just to lift the hips. So this might be perfect for you this morning. You just want to stay here. Okay, it's lovely to drain the blood back from your extremities back to your heart, helping your circulation. If you want to take it into shoulder stand, rolling up, taking the hands onto the lower back. Inhale and lift up. Inhale. So with this one, squeeze the elbows in, reaching up, and you have your fingers pointing towards your toes. Want me to get it? You're right. So when you're on your shoulder stand, that's it. Try to bring the feet level with the knees, ankles, knees, and hips all together. So press your hands into your lower back and reaching up. And try and bring the shoulders and the elbows a little bit more. Push the hips forward. That's it. Inhale. If you are quite comfortable, flex the feet. As you exhale, try taking it into plow. So you're reaching the feet all the way over the head and taking the toes back. I can pop the block there, nearly there. Try that. There. That's the one. Just holding it there. If your toes are touching the floor, release the hands, clasp the hands behind you. You're right, not going for it. Clasp the hands behind you, reach the hands away from you. Lovely. So you're reaching the hands away, but you're allowing those hips and those feet to come all the other way. So it's that yin and yang. You're stretching in opposite directions. That's lovely. That's lovely. Is that easier? Inhale. And then once you are there, if you want to stay there, stay, or take your knees to your temples, bend through the knees, and just give your head a little bit of a massage either side of your temples with your knees. So if you're here, you can just go here with your knees. You can keep it back, just hold it onto your knees, onto your head. So easy. And then when you're ready to come out, release the hands. Position yourself and support yourself, bend the knees and roll all the way down into a nice flat position. So lay nice and flat. Inhale. Exhale. Over here. Reaching away. And then bringing it all the way down. Allow yourself to come all the way down. Ooh. Have your feet flat onto the mat, bring the knees up and take some windscreen wiper knees again. So just allowing the knees to drop to one side, having your feet as wide as the mat, and inhale and exhale, pressing the shoulder blades into the back. Inhale, exhale. And then inhale the knees back up. Give the knees a nice big hug. Maybe even take the nose towards the knees. Bit of a rock. Exhale down. And then stretch the right leg down the mat. And then just bend through that left knee. Lift the left knee. Inhale. Taking your right hand on the outside of that left knee. And just allow that knee to come all the way over. Take a little twist here. Then try to keep that left shoulder into the mat. Look over your left shoulder. So just gently taking that knee over. Inhale. Exhale. Lovely. Inhale, release that knee. Take the knees back together. And then stretch the left leg all the way down the mat. Take your left hand over the other side of that right knee. Inhale and exhale. And just draw that right knee over. Again, keeping the right shoulder into the mat as well. So opening out through the chest, looking over that shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And relax and release. Ooh. And then take your Shavasana. So you want to put any layers on? Socks, jumpers, a blanket. You've got your eye pillow. You want to put your eye pillow on? Do so. So make yourself as comfortable as possible. Maybe even putting something under your head, a rolled up jumper, and just relaxing. Turn your palms to face the sky. Allow your feet to naturally turn out to the side. Just relax. Close the eyes. And just feel every part of your body that's in contact with your mat. Just feel the breath slowing and coming into a natural state. Take your attention to your feet. Allow the heels to relax, the soles of the feet. Each and every one of your toes. Feel that buzzing sensation of the energy settle. Relax the ankles and feel that relaxation wrapping itself all around your lower legs, your calves, your shins. Relax the knees, the backs of the knees, kneecaps. Feel the thighs nice and soft and the tension taken away. Feel the hips sinking down as your body feels heavier into your mat. Soften the abdomen and just feel that gentle rise and fall as you breathe. Feel your lower spine traveling up to your mid spine, all the way up to your upper back, your shoulder blades, your neck, just settling and sinking down. Take your attention to your arms, the upper arms, the elbows, the insides of the elbows. So nice and relaxed. And that relaxation spreading and wrapping all the way down the forearms, the wrists, to the backs of the hands into your mat. And you naturally curl each one of your fingers. And again, that buzzing sensation in each one of your fingertips and thumbs. Relax the neck, relax the jaw. Have a gap between the teeth. Allow the tongue to fall away from the roof of the mouth. And relax up the face, spreading up the face, the cheekbones, the lips, the nose, the eyes and the eye sockets, all the way up through the eyebrows, up towards the forehead and the crown of the head. And just feel that wash of relaxation through the whole body. And just allow yourself to simply be. And now start to bring some movement back into your fingers and your toes. Maybe clench your fists and your toes and then release. And then inhale and take a full body stretch. So reach the hands up and over the head. Bring the feet together. Nice big deep breath. And as you exhale, just drawing the knees towards the chest, one knee at a time. Giving the knees a nice big hug. And maybe take a nice rock from side to side. Even roll around the base of the spine in a circle with the knees, one way, nice and slowly, and then the other way. And when you feel ready, just take a nice little roll onto one side. Cradle your head in your hand. Take a moment. And then press your top hand into the mat. And nice and slowly, gradually, bring yourself up to a nice seated position. Keep the eye gaze nice and soft or closed. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale fully, all the way to the top. As you exhale, draw that belly button towards the spine, emptying the last little bit of air out of the lungs. Take your hands to your heart center. And just taking a little affirmation or a thought with you ahead for the week. It's just, I allow myself permission to relax, or I allow myself permission to breathe. So just giving yourself that time. Namaste. Blink your eyes open. Thank you for joining me this morning. I hope you feel nice and stretched and worked through. Quite nice working through the spine, I think. Working along the mat. So yeah, lovely. Have a lovely day ahead.